it's Susan here from Komori no Hime Cosplay, and today we're going to be talking about my top 3 wig resources. And I will be putting links to them all in the description box below if you want to check them out. We're going to be going over the pros and cons of each of them. So first up is Arta Wigs. Arta Wigs is perhaps one of the more well-known wig companies on this list, so let's get started with the pros. One of the main pros is that they are thick. There are lots of fibers, lots of wefts in here, and they're just very full and look fantastic. Another thing that makes them look so great is because they mix fiber colors in there, so even though this is a teal wig, it has some darker fibers, it has some lighter fibers, and the base teal color, which makes them look more natural, even for unnatural colors like teal. And they do have such a huge selection of colors on their website. You can find pretty much any shade that you need, and they also have such a wide variety of wig styles that you can pretty much find everything you're looking for. Now, the other pro is that the wig cap of the wig is on the larger side, which if you have really long hair like me, it makes it easier to fit it under the wig, and it's also really nice if you're going to be wearing the wig for an extended period of time. It makes it a lot more comfortable if the wig cap isn't pinching your scalp. So now on to the cons. Now, with all of the fibers and wefts, that makes them a little bit more expensive. So while they are on the higher price point, you are getting what you pay for. So they are a higher quality, hence the higher price. And on that note though, you have to make sure that you plan ahead when you're ordering from them, because especially if you're ordering from, say, Black Friday, any one of their big sales, they do have a tendency to, during periods of really high sales volume, sometimes the wigs will be on back order, and also sometimes the shipping will be a bit on the slower side because of such a large volume. And the third con is that, at least from my experience, they do tend to tangle, which I suppose is not too surprising considering that they are thicker wigs. However, I should point out that in the interest of full disclosure, I haven't tried out their new line of silkies. I tried out the old silky line before they revamped it, so it's entirely possible that some of their new silky line may not tangle quite as much as I've had experience with, especially with their classic fibers. Wig resource number 2 is Purple Plum Wigs. Purple Plum Wigs, I was first introduced to them because, along with having their own website, they're also the main wig supplier for AnimeStuffStore.com, and Anime Stuff Store tends to have booths at conventions, so that's where I was first introduced to these wigs. So we're going to start off with the pros, and the pros are that the fibers are very soft and very slick, so especially for long straight wigs, they tend not to tangle as much as other brands. And along with not tangling as much, they also tend to be on the cheaper side, so if you are looking for a budget wig, Purple Plum is a great way to go. And they also have really fast shipping, so if you need a wig and you don't have a lot of time to get it, that's where Purple Plum comes in handy, because they ship so fast. Now, on the flip side, for the cons, is that, like I mentioned, they aren't quite as expensive as some other wigs, so the fibers aren't quite as thick, and they also are more of a uniform color. Instead of having different shades of the color mixed in to make it look a bit more natural, they do tend to be a bit on the flatter side because it's all a uniform color fiber. That, and the last con is that the wig cap itself tends to be a bit on the smaller side, so they are a bit more snug. Resource number 3 is the Fivewits wigs. They are a little bit different from the other wigs suppliers that I talked about in that they specialize in character-specific wigs. I should also point out that I only have tried on one of the wigs from them, and that is this Ochiko wig. However, I liked it so much I wanted to include them in this list, and I have ordered 3 other character wigs from them that I'll be reviewing at a later date. So, starting with the pros, obviously, they make character-specific wigs, so if there's a particular character you're looking for, they're a great resource to go to, and because the wigs are designed for particular characters, they really have minimal styling needed for them. This wig, it was flipped out a little bit at the end just from how it was stored when it was being shipped, so I just straightened it a little bit at the end and boom, ochiko. And one other pro is that they restock fairly frequently. They restock once a month, so if there's a particular wig you're looking for, just sign up for their email newsletter and they'll let you know when it's back in stock. Now, the cons are, well, they only have character-specific wigs, so if you're looking for a more generic wig, probably not going to find it on this site. And the other con is that, to be quite honest, their product photos really don't do their wigs justice, so if there's a particular wig that you're interested in, but looking at the stock photo you're not too sure, take a look at the customer photos of the wig. They're really good about uploading customer photos onto their website, so take a look at what the customer photos look like to get a better idea of what the wig actually looks like. So those were my top 3 wig resources. If there's any resource that I haven't mentioned that you think I definitely should, let me know in the comments below. And for more cosplay tutorial videos, please subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye.